Good morning. It is just before 11 a.m. Wednesday. We are looking at the Dow on a 1-minute chart. Had some levels drawn. Was expecting a break higher. Instead, we're moving lower. All right, we have a few trades from earlier, and we're moving down to this level. So let's see if we get a bounce. You can see this maybe as a leg lower and a second leg lower starting. Maybe, right? Similar to what I was doing on I stopped the videos a few times because it was I was pausing it too many times. But here, we can take a measured move, right? That's what I tried to do up here. I was trying to measure where a profit might be. So if this was a second leg, it would, it would come maybe to at least this area, which it looks like it's doing right now. The question is, does the bounce look like it's probable, or do we, for some reason, we could take this level out? What would be the level would be down here if we really took this low out? You have this 100 band here on the 30-minute chart. But anyway, we want to keep an eye on a higher time frame. But getting back here, we may actually be getting the bounce. Let's see. Can we get one more scalp? Can we get a scalp in and then take a break? It's fighting to go higher now. Our stop would have to be down here, right? The stop would have to be down here. So you're talking, 20 points. Oh, there we go. Is this really going to happen? No, I don't think it's. I think it's moving higher. So 11 o'clock gives us a new hourly bar, a new 30-minute bar, a new 15-minute bar, another 5-minute bar, right? So you have 11 o'clock approaching as price is trying to carve out this second leg. So it makes sense to wait for 11 a.m. Even though, no, it's just bouncing around within there. So let's jump to the hourly chart. Right, this hourly bar has been bearish. We're moving lower. Anyway, I will remove this because we know it's the area of the lines. Oh, look at that. It's happening already. Okay. So that's it. Let's leave it there for fun. But I'd like to go long because I think that we have one of these things happening. I don't know if it's going to really move up here. It's reached. I mean, the second leg happened. It's 11 a.m. Okay, you see what happened here. We could really say that was, the second part of this. Of course, we have this area down here. See, when you're monitoring the price in here, you're thinking, no, there's not going to be a second leg, and before you know it, it happens. Now we're back. Now we're down to this level. So if we don't think the market is entering a sell-off, in the late morning, and you think some of these levels will hold, even though they're not maybe huge levels, right? Look at that. I mean, it's almost taking the levels out, and you can see that this move could potentially, bring you back to the bands on the higher time frame chart. So we don't have to trade. We don't have to do anything, but we are at a nice level where, look at this buying, right? It led to 50 points at least. So let's see. I would like to go long if possible. I'll take a long trade. Now, I'm going to put my stop down here. Okay? But we're going to actively manage this. So we know that we're in at 67. So 10, 11 point, we're already down 10 or 11. Okay, is there an end in sight for this selling, or do we just come right through the stop loss? So on the flip side, we could put an initial take profit. Let's do this. Let's pause. Okay, that trade was stopped out. So now I'm short with a stop here and a take profit, and we're just going to wait and see what happens. I figured if it took out that level the way it did, it would continue lower. So let's pause it, and we'll see how this plays out. Okay, this, okay, it is moving lower. So if I close this out, we're better than break even, and we can reevaluate. Let's see. The P&L for the session is down here. I am going to get rid of this. Okay, so it brings us to the positive. So you could see there were 5 trades, and we are at this band on a 15-minute chart. And the question is, using this trend line, can we find maybe one more? Right, this would be back at size 1. So you have to be careful here. This would go back to 1. I like how that opened. Let's take that. And then we pull the stop here. And we have these levels. We could say an aggressive target is 23. Right? We could even make it 20. 21. Okay, so we'll just wait a few minutes and see. Is this actually going to push lower after this move? It could. But if this is our trend line, we closed above it. Now, even if the market it will move lower into noon, it's possible it could have pulled back. Right? Even if the market's not moving back up here, maybe it moves here, but it already looks like it's not working. Let's see. Let's look at the price action. So we're in a sideways sideways move. Are any of these? None of these are really equal. That's equal. This bar, equal high, equal high. Right? Can we take that out? Okay, let's pause one more time. So we are getting some sort of a bounce. Okay, we're long at 17. We have this take profit here, and this is where, this is discretionary trading. So the question is, how long do we stay in this trade? This 23 level is right above the price. But this was a nice move lower, and now it's looks like maybe it's building a nice base to go. If this builds a nice base and then gets a strong breakout, which looked like it was trying to do, maybe this can even be put closer to the 50 level for a nicer profit. But I'm inclined to cut it short. I want to show you that we had we had two losses, right? I took one manually, and then one was stopped out. Then we had this nice move lower that got us back into profit. And you don't want to do this all day. Now it looks like it's moving. This looks like a micro little reversal pattern, right? But if we can take out this high and this 23 level, maybe we move higher. So let's say we have some sideways action that lasts roughly 25 minutes. Now we have this. As a reference. 25 minutes, big move. 25 minutes, let's say it's here, let's say it's here, 19, 20 minutes, right? It's just just a tool to use to see if we can time things a little better. Okay, that was pretty good close, and now we're breaking out. I am inclined to wrap things up. So if we're in at 17, we're at 27, so we're 10 points up, right? That would amount to 30 points for the session, which you can really work with. So I'm going to get out of this. 17, right? But we're moving higher. You see, this is the thing. Look at that. It happened just before the 25 minutes. This is the thing. Because of this base, this might go all the way back up here. It might go to 61, but we gave back some profits today, and you really have to pace yourself and manage the energy spend. So I think I'm going to exit this right now. Do we get one more push into the take profit? Can we actually see this take itself out? That would be cool. Let's give that a shot. Oh, looks like it's going to happen. See how I put it before the 38? I put it before the 38 in case that's where we get some selling. But 27 to 34. Do we get this last push? $11.36, right? We have to remember that. You had a 5-minute bar, and just before that we had a 30, right? You have to look back at that. Keep that in mind. It looks like it's really fighting to get there. The ask price got there. What is that? 38. And now it's coming down. I'd rather just get out of this. 37. Do we get one more push? No, I don't want it. So you ended with 30 points and 32 points, which was a morning session on the Dow. So less than 2 hours, right? 9:46 to 11:37, right?